In New York, they are starting to once again clamp down just a little bit in some ways, thanks to the fact that COVID cases are rising up again. And they have, in some cases, for instance, with restaurants and bars, they've provided some new restrictions on how they're supposed to function. Now, most restaurants and bars are willing to comply with that. Others are not, and have decided to make a big thing out of it because they know they're gonna get positive coverage from Fox News, and right wingers are gonna love that. And so apparently in Staten Island, we have a bar like that, who had hundreds of mostly maskless protesters sort of gathered outside of it because they are saying they're not going to abide by the guidelines. I wanna show you a little bit of video of the gathering.
Wow, that's like a lot. That's okay. What kind of Macy's Day Parade is that?
That's a lot of people. Now, I have seen zoomed in footage. There are some people wearing masks, but the vast majority are not. Hypothetically, if they were, it wouldn't be as disastrous. Although again, COVID is really spiking and New York is not gonna be immune to that. But again, this is not just about like wanting to be at the bar. This is about their political identity, which is founded on not caring about COVID. It's gonna be pretty clear in this next video where they get a little bit of a chant going.
USA, 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 USA.
I mean, they got the flags. This is America. It's this bar saying they're not gonna abide by the rules that other bars have to, and a bunch of Republicans saying that that's what patriotism is effectively.
Well, then, you know what, then I don't wish COVID on any of them, but hey, you made your bed, you gotta lay in it.
Yeah, I don't, but there's a good chance they're gonna get it. I mean,
right.
And it's the most obvious thing. Like a friend of the show, Jordan Ewell, tweeted, "Never underestimate how stupid Americans can be," because you see that crowd and you know what's out there right now. Wajahat Ali tweeted, "COVID going to eat." Like this, you are effectively doing what the virus wants. Like,
right.
I'm not saying don't gather. I'm saying gather for the right thing and wear masks if you're going to. Like
gather, right? Yes.
I guarantee every one of those people thought that the anti-police brutality protests were a stupid waste of time, but they're out there protesting like because this place that serves beer is having a temper tantrum. Like we get to judge each other for what we choose to organize around, and I'm gonna judge you because this is stupid.
Point blank period. Yes, yeah. I agree, John.
Yeah, and by the way, so they have declared effectively an autonomous zone for this bar, that they're not gonna abide by any of the state laws. And they think that they've come up with like tricky pizzicky ways to get around it, that they lost their liquor license because they're not gonna abide by the results. So they said, well, then we're gonna serve drinks and people can just give us donations. But that's also illegal, you can't actually do that. So not as clever as they thought, but they were clever enough to know that this will get them positive media coverage. So Fox News, who remember just a couple of months ago lost their minds when there was the Seattle autonomous zone, suddenly changing their tune about the whole thing.
And good morning, Trace. And as you might be able to see here behind me, Max Public House is plastered with signs declaring itself an autonomous zone, informing the public of that so that they could hopefully stay open, serve their customers, and get around those coronavirus restrictions. But after the bar was closed down on Tuesday, the locals not too happy about it. Check out what happened here last night. Man, it was a scene. Hundreds swarmed this Staten Island street to show their support for the owners of Max Pub after New York City sheriff's deputies made an unannounced, quote, last call for all and shut it all down. They also placed one of the co-owners, Danny Presti, under arrest for defying COVID restrictions, including serving food and booze for free in exchange for donations after the pub's liquor license was suspended, and also staying open after the state-imposed 10 p.m. curfew. Presti told Fox News the idea was to get their livelihoods back, and they also say that they were operating and doing it in a safe way.
I mean, in theory, there is a safe way. That's what the guidelines are. But you don't care about that. Your whole thing is not caring about that. No matter what the restrictions were gonna be, you wanna turn against it because you know that's gonna get you on Fox and Friends. It's gonna get you more business in the future. It's so see-through at this point.
And just what's also frustrating, John, is that okay, the business, but the people protesting, probably some of those people that are protesting are receiving pandemic aid as well for for COVID, right? So it's kind of like you're going against this. You don't agree with the guidelines, but you want to get money from the American government in regards to COVID, but yet you don't stand by doing what needs to be done to end COVID. That's what bothers me. Like that's what irritates me the most is when people, and we went to Key Largo, and Florida is very conservative. Before the election, there was Trump everywhere, and like again, people weren't wearing masks there, and they were anti-mask as well. But yet, those are the same people that were just like, well, where's my stimulus check? Where's my this? Where's my that? Because of COVID. Well, do your part as well. Like don't if you want to, don't ask for a handout and not want to be a part of the solution. Does that make sense? I don't know. It always rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, and look, the reason I wanted to play the Fox News video is because, despite the fact that their ratings are apparently hurting because of Newsmax and OAN, millions of Americans still watch them, and how people think about and act around the pandemic is still going to be driven by Fox going forward, even once Biden is sworn in. And so I and a lot of people have been trying to figure out what are they going to say about the pandemic once it's no longer Trump in office. And a lot of people seem to believe that they are going to turn and be really critical about it. They're going to take it really seriously. And I get why people believe that, because now being critical of it theoretically hurts the Democrats, it hurts Biden. But the thing is, like, they can't say that we need to do something. Like, they may critique, like point out that a lot of people have died, but they can't then say, and that's why we need stimulus checks to keep people home. We need lockdowns, we need restrictions on restaurants, you need to wear your mask. Their audience would revolt over that more than anything else. So maybe they can find some way to walk the razor's edge where they can try to stick it to Biden, but imply that nothing should be done and Mitch McConnell should stop anything from being done. Because otherwise, like that crowd of people, they're 10 months into the pandemic, and they think the most important thing in the world is sticking it to the government when the government tries to take the pandemic seriously.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And best case scenario, those people watch Fox News. For all we know, they watch crazier stuff. Like Laura Ingraham is the upper floor of the possibilities for their media diet.
Well, she's their I would say she's their white Oprah, but I mean she is. I mean, let's give her real.
You get COVID and you get
COVID. We all get COVID.
God. Anyway. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.